Hello, beautiful diamonds of light. It's your girl, Diamond Up Light. Late night vibes, y'all. I'm gonna get a few sets in. I think last time I called them reps, but sets, okay? I'm gonna do 3 sets. It's late. I'm a little sleepy. I'm ready to kind of lay down, but I figure why not get in a couple little exercises and just to motivate me and inspire me. I'm recording. I may post this, I may not. Can't even talk. But anyway, let's just get into it. Oof. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll do 3 of 15. 8, 9, 10, 11. This is a mat be moving. 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh. Yeah. Guess why I'm resting this. Still 10 push-ups. And see what I got it in me, y'all. Let me do it this way. I'm gonna do 10 push-ups, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Y'all, I'm so out of shape. Back in the day, I used to do like 100 non-stop. I'm not gonna say no. I used to do 50 non-stop. Let me stop. I could do 50, no count. I used to do diamond cuts, all right, and I used to do 50 non-stop. But I could do 100 too. But I had to like rest in between. But it was like the rest was like up in the air. But I could definitely. I used to do like my routine was like 100 push-ups in the morning, dips, and then 50 to 100 push-ups, dips, and sit-ups. Okay, so I used to do that, and day and night, morning and night. When I woke up, before I went to school in the mornings, and before I went to bed at night, I worked out. So yeah. Oof. Ooh. Stretch. Let me stretch my abdominal area. Ooh. This stretches the abdomen. Okay. Basically, I'm just laying my body flat. I'm just coming up like this to stretch it. Ooh. All right, let's get the second rep in. Set. Why don't you call it rep? I'm doing 15 reps. Second set. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh. Yeah, felt that burn. Felt that one. Ooh. Okay. Oh. guess I'm gonna get back here on the couch. You know what I'm saying? I'm old fashioned. I'm working with what I got. And this is the thing, like, I never, when I was growing up from fourth grade, I remember, so throughout high school, I guess until a little bit after I had my first daughter, right? I was still working out. A little bit with my second daughter as well, too. Because I had to fight her daddy a lot, but 6'3", 3/4, 6'3" and 1/4" tall guy, you know, on the regular. So, you know what I'm saying? That's when I was, you know, kind of cocky, had them hands, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, anyway, that's the past me. It's the old me. Anyway, I used to do like just my body weight and never really got into lifting weights. It was just more my body, so I was like real cut. Not too bulky, but I was kind of bulky. I got that way because we had to lift weights in high school, 11th grade year, so I could continue to play sports. My basketball coach made us do it, but you know, I was already kind of strong naturally from working out, so you know, it just pushed me to a whole other level. Of course, that was the year that I just took off and had scouts looking at me, everything, and then I ended up getting a stretch fracture that year. That's when the spell work started really heavy on me as far as my family, like doing spell work on my physical, you know, my bones and stuff like that, trying to hurt and injure me so I wouldn't succeed in life, you know, physically, all right? Because I was like, also, I was like this super chick. Like I was really good at a lot of things. I always have been good at a lot of things, but now it's more about not me playing sports, but just me taking care of my physical health. All right, being able to work with my chi more and making sure I'm fit. And taking care of my vessel so I can be here to do what I need to do in it for whatever reason. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. So, because that's the healing. The healing is mind, body, soul, and spirit. So you gotta take care of every aspect, you know, of yourself, of yourselves, all right? Because them different aspects of you. So you gotta take care of all of it, okay? But anyway, let's do these dips. Ooh, I need to take off these socks. I'm using the couch, y'all. Take these socks off our slip. I guess I could bring the camera in, so I'm gonna do the dips. Yep. Okay. When I dip, you dip, we dip. I did these the other night. I was like, oh. See, can I get 10 in? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Woo. Nah, and that ain't how I ain't used to windmill. You know, I remember when chicks used to fight like that. Nah, I had them motherfucking, them heels. You know what I'm saying? I came with I'm bobbing and weaving. I used to, I wanted to get into boxing one time. I really, you know, could have. It's a lot of things that I suppose I got into, but I really didn't get to. People see your potential, man. They envy it, and then they guide it not to help you. They guide it not to help you because something will come along, whether it's agents or whatever, handlers or whatever, will come along to people that's supposed to help you, people that's weak and that take bribes or money and stuff like that. If that was meant to help you or supposed to help you or was helping you, the government or the agents or whatever come around and advise you not to help divine beings, like because the system was designed to keep us low vibrational and down and not having any support or help. And then on top of that, the envy and the hate because we're so gifted and so talented come with a lot, right? But a lot of people have been paid off and not to help you. Families, friends, lovers, people your handlers, all these people your handlers and stuff. So the agenda is real. And people that's supposed to help you or could help you succeed in life they just tarnish your rep, or was paid off not to help you, or spell work, whatever they could, to make sure you wouldn't fast. Like even with my social media, it's intentional. It's intentionally why I don't get a lot of views, despite all that I do. I don't get a lot of views. I've been for years on YouTube and TikTok. Only got like 80. And I don't do this for that, but I'm just saying how you know who's who. Um, by the lack of support. I say anything. You see somebody consistent and basking in their greatness and positive for one thing, and then I'm a truth. I'm really authentic. And the last thing they want to do is have somebody like me out here being authentic. Now tell me who in the fuck is up under our garage, right? This time of night. It's gotta be like 12 o'clock, all right? And we on a condo, so I'm trying to figure out like nobody should be washing clothes. I'm telling you, something with this building, they be going up under here, turning on the machine, doing stuff. I know it'd be the neighbors and stuff, cause they got cameras in here. They be watching. So the last thing they want to do, they want to try to probably turn some type of frequency thing on downstairs and try to throw me out, but they can't. They can't hit me with their energy weapons like that. Even if I slow down a little bit, I'm gonna alchemize it, and my body and our body is vibrating so high to where and going to get to a point too where it vibrates so high that these energy weapons and things they do, and it's not going to matter. That's why some of us that have been poisoned, it's just stuff that it won't take us out. It might slow us down, but it'll be temporarily, and then we're going to be regenerating even faster. It's just a lot that's going to be happening. Like I tell you, some Wolverine stuff, like manifestation. You know what I'm saying? I've been manifesting that even that everybody said divine is real, and I realized my powers by actually focusing on manifesting and speaking and some things that I'm manifesting. Right, I'm not gonna speak on it, but it's some manifestation techniques that I'm applying and using. So I'm excited about it, but I'll bring that for it too. But anyway, just trying to continue to stay positive. They always trying to attack you in all ways they can. Whether it's your communities, your neighbor, like it be a whole organization or a whole thing going on. Like this, we stay in government housing, so of course they're monitoring us, right? Because he's a veteran or whatever, it's like the handlers, the monitoring, the watching you. They send in all kind of. If they're not experimenting on you, they injecting you with stuff. They putting shit in your food, your drink, your water. All right, they send their energy weapons. They doing everything they can to try to slow you down. Although they know in these times it's not going to do them any justice, we're just going to really activate and get step more into who's supposed to be. So the pressure they're applying to the divine ones is really turning us into our true crystalline, dominant light bodies, who we are authentically and soulfully. That's what's coming to the forefront, and can't nothing or no one stop it. Okay, let's get this other rep in. So, like I say, y'all might see me show up, doing some exercises and stuff like that, to inspire me to keep going, all right? Stay on my path, because mind, body, soul, and spirit. 15. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, sliding. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I like this ab roller. I can roll out too. Like this right here is tough when you roll out. Ooh. I did this the other day, y'all. The whole machine fell sideways. Like, let me take it easy. But that helped work on the side. So I have been doing a few of those too, rolling to the side. I do a couple of sets of those sometimes, but I just went straight forward tonight. Especially since I leaned with it the other night. Just gotta, I was going kind of fast, so slowing down, taking my time. And I like the ab roller because of my back. I do have a chronic back condition, and for me to lay down and try to do the crunches and the sit-ups, it's like the constant bending on my back, and I have a lower back, so I don't. This is perfect for me. It's going to strengthen my core, and as it strengthens my core, as you strengthen your core, it helps strengthen your back, and then when my core gets stronger, I can start working on, my back muscles and stuff like that. I'm about to be 41 in a few weeks, actually in 12 days, and it's like I love myself, and I don't want to be one of those people that, although I have my condition, I want to know that I can fight anything that I'm up against, right? And that no matter what's been targeted at me, that I'm gonna come back victorious. I'm gonna come out on top. I'm here to show all that the divine is real through my story, through my drive, through my ambition, through my endurance, through me not giving up on me. This is all about me. This is my life story. This is my journey. All right, I inspire myself, hoping to inspire others. But I guess we can get like 10 more push-ups in. Should I? Yeah, why not? Okay. And then it's gonna be it for the exercise. I don't know if I got it in me, y'all. No. Yeah, I got it. I think I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I got it. Oh, that was a nice little workout. Let's stretch a little bit. Cool down. I love doing though. Like I remember, like I'm gonna tell y'all, like I had a lot of anger and a lot of. I'm gonna say this. If it wasn't for me, and I love God, and I love how the divine always been with me, and I've always been activated ever since I was little for whatever I needed to help me get through, overcome whatever I had to overcome. Okay, like I say, and I tell you, if you hadn't heard my story, when I was in 4th grade, I started working out. I lost my will on the way, especially after my back injury at 25, my second daughter, I kept re-injuring my back, and then after my third daughter, past 10 years, that's just been it. Exercising just and working out been out the door for me. If I would start again, I wouldn't be sober minded while I was doing it. So this time I'm actually sober, get back into this. I'm in a whole lot better place with my mind. So I can figure in my emotions, so I can drive this forward and stay consistent in it. And then plus coming up here inspire me to keep going, right? But my mom, may she rest in power, and I love her, and I've been forgave her, and a lot happened to her. She was an earth angel, so my mom was targeted, and then her children, especially me in particular, because I'm an earth angel. I'm the divine one out of the family, because the way my mama had me, I was what they consider a dry baby. She said when she gave birth to me, I came out without her water breaking. Like, I came out and they had to break her water or something. Like, it was, she said I was a dry baby, what they consider it. It's like it's a rare birth. And I knew then, like, it's hard to find out what they call it, call, but it's not even call. It's like spiritually it means something like high ranking or something about you spiritually. It's like ancient, it's rare. If you're born in that way, it's supposed to mean something. So on top of that, and my life path, other things, they know who you are. They know who you are. They know who you are when we're born in the hospital. They know who they got our birth chart. They know who we are soulfully coming in, and then depending on how we're born, they give them even more. So that's why I've been targeted since I was born. Tried many a times to take me out. All right, tried to take my mama out while she was pregnant with me. From what I perceive, what I've gotten, we trying to sacrifice me for a little bit. Either way, my mom was troubled, and she got on drugs when I was very young. My mom got on drugs when I was like in 1st grade. Okay, so she was really young when she got on drugs. She had me when she was 18. So she was in her 20s when she got on crack, and yeah, so she was abusive, and I was the one that she beat. And I started working out in 4th grade, so one day I can get it off me. I was terrified of my mom, but I was like, one day I'm gonna be strong enough, but she can't beat on me. And I got a lot of whoopings too because I was kind of like a troubled child as well. I got in a lot of trouble, but it was out of anger. But what I'm trying to get to is I'm grateful that I did start working out because I feel like if it wasn't for because I wasn't able to really be a child, I always stayed in trouble if I was trying to be. Even when all of us was doing something, like me and my cousin, my same way, my little sister, like I was the one that always got in trouble, even when everybody else was doing something. I got my ass beat. I had to always take the ass whoopings for everybody, and everybody used to always blame me though. Everybody would play like they ain't doing nothing. We all, I remember never forget we all set the bed on fire, but I got whooped for it. I got whooped because I was the one that threw the bag up under the bed, but I didn't like the bag. My uncle did that. You know what I'm saying? I just the fire got big, and all I could do was take and throw it up on the bed. I got in trouble. I got whooped. Even when all of us would be doing something, I was the one to get in trouble all the time. I guess it was always key to idea, and it wasn't always me, but I was always the one that got whooped for everybody. But anyway, I was the one targeted. I've been targeted. Those targets made me stronger. But yeah, me working out really helped me with my anger and stuff. I feel like if I didn't work out, like that was alchemy for me at a young age, like throughout elementary and middle school and high school, like there was alchemy. And when I started playing sports, never grew up playing sports. That's why I'm saying I'm gifted, and that's what a lot of people always envied about me. Like I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my own mouth. I didn't grow up being able to play ball and be a kid really and stuff like that. I was a troubled kid. I didn't grow up with arts and crafts and stuff like that and the things I need. I barely had the things I need for my lessons in school, like school material for regular school. I didn't grow up like my life was always hard, right? And we stayed around the family. We stayed in the family. They kept us around to get them welfare checks and the food stamps. So they kept us around. So I can't say that about them. But I think too the reason why they kept me around is to feed off my energy, from what I perceive today, right? 2231, all right, 2233, all right, on the clock. So it's like that's another reason why my family kept me around so they could feed off my energy, with the spell work and all that. Okay, so anywho, me working out really helped me. I learned alchemy at a young age. So, and if it wasn't for me working out, confirmation bro, excuse me. If it wasn't for me, that was alchemy. If it wasn't for me working out and stuff, all that anger and that hurt and that pain probably would have turned into more things. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was an outlet for me. So I was able to get that energy up off of me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like holding it all in, I would take it out on next thing you know, Hercules, did I did I turn into the She-Hulk, you know what I'm saying? It's a nickname they gave me in school in elementary. They used to call me RoboCop. I don't know why that. But I guess because I was always like when I didn't want to be in trouble, like I guess I would police people. Like I would always try to, run things. You know what I'm saying? Keep the order. Like we ain't showing out today. If I ain't showing out, ain't nobody showing out. I want to learn today. And I always had this, I guess, militant way about me, and ever since even elementary school, like I was just an oddball. I was always been odd, and like I was saying, what I was trying to say, what I was saying is like I didn't get to grow up with things. So when I actually touched a basketball, the dribble, it just came naturally to me. When I shot a ball, I just knew how to shoot. When I dribbled a ball, I just could dribble. Of course, the more you do it, the better you get at it. And I just only imagine if when I picked up a pencil to sketch something, you know what I'm saying, or draw, I just could do it. When I chose to start painting on the canvas, it was just activated in me and I just could do it. I got better over time, the more you do, it's like, it's like things come naturally to me and for me. And the more I do it, the better I get at it. I can get really good at things really fast. So it's always been me though, and I think that's what a lot of people too envy about me. And it's like, I can't help who I am. I can't help what I came in here with. I can't help that I am who I am. And it's like, but people never want me to be me, right? Um, this air on, and I just got out of the tub not long ago too. So I've had me a nice bath. I warmed myself down. So now let me see. Did it already work? Did it already? But I can tell y'all, like, as I work out, like, yeah, I done lost some weight, and I don't know what to really do to keep weight on me because I don't eat a lot, and then I'm trying to do more than I did for my birthday. The money that was gifted to me, I invested in my health like that, um, and things to put in my body, right? That's going to help me heal, regenerate, help take care of my organs and stuff like that, um, and just to make sure my body is in order. Okay, making sure I'm hydrating more and you know doing smoothies and stuff more now, and just trying to. And I don't really eat during the day, and when I do, I kind of like munch on things. I love my pasta though. That's how I have to kind of back off that a little bit, but I love my pasta and I love spicy stuff. I got weaknesses, and then I'm trying to find a way to like really in the mornings get in the habit of getting up and start getting my routine going because I kind of like got it made with that, where I don't really have to get up, but when I want to. But I do try to get up. I notice my body been getting up around at least 9:30, no later than 10, depending on. Even though I go to sleep at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying? I still get up around 9, 10, but I do want to get up earlier because I have been working on things that's been given to me in creation. I can't wait to share it, but I don't have to wait to share it, okay? Because it's some more that I need to do before I present it in the way that I'm going to present it, okay? Because it's the confirmation verb, excuse me, it's amazing. Something that the divine came through me for me to do for me and said, well, you know what? It'll help other people too, Kita. So, and I will bring it forward in divine timing. Anyway, yeah, I've been working on that. I started me a new sketch of this great, brilliant like idea that another like I've just been getting a lot, and I've been in a really good place. And it's like as this Scorpio energy came in, it's like been very transformative to me in a positive way. Um, I've been feeling pretty good for the most part, and it's like um, ever since right before the new moon, the full moon, I mean, it's like I was guided to declutter, clean out the whole house, and like I've been staying on top of it, like make sure I don't go to the bed with dirty because we don't have a dishwasher in this home, which is okay. So I make sure I don't go to the bed with any dirty dishes in this tank. You know what I'm saying? I make sure the house is tidied up before I get up and go to sleep at night. So when I get up in the morning, I don't have to worry about those things. It's extra time on my hand to do other things than what I've been working on, right? And get my choo-choos going. And I've just really been in a good place because, like I said, it's things that's been gifted to me, given me that I've been working on. But yeah, so applying those things, all right, and it's just been you know consistency on me, focusing on me, my physical health, of course, mental, emotional, and just like I said, everything I do, I show up for me, and of course, alchemy. I can say this. Although I know I've been dealing with some attacks. When I tell y'all, they've been short lived. Like, it's whatever's getting thrown at me is going right back instantly. And my ancestors say it's time for me to rest. It's time for me to not have to fight like that anymore. I fought long enough and they've been proud of me and they're proud of me and I've been doing a great job. And I need a break. They know I need a break because I have been really telling them, look, I'm tired. I need a break. All right. Um, I want to rest. I continue with my basics, but I was asking them, get them people up off of me. You know what I'm saying, for a minute, just let me be able to breathe. And because of that, I have been able to focus on me. Not saying they haven't been trying because they have, but it's just not hitting me like that. You know, and I'm grateful for it. I love them so much. I love you all so much. I love my guys. I love my ancestors. I love Source. I love The demons that be like, everything be rocking with you, girl. I don't mean everything. I mean everything. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So, like I say, I'ma always get up here to, share my journey, my story. I do this as I record these things, I do this to inspire myself, hoping to inspire others. Um, I did a reading last night, but that reading right now is it might, rub a lot of people the wrong way, but it's like I feel like it's something that needs to be said, and I'm asking my ancestors and getting like it's recorded, but I'm getting permission from them when to release it, as if because think about it like too, and it's like me being in awareness of that, like everything I record, right? Everything you record, everything you do, especially when it comes to readings and stuff, like and things like confirmation burp, excuse me, you need to like question it. Don't just, oh, I recorded this and I want to get it out there, because some things are meant to be done. Yeah, I was meant to do that reading, but it's like some things are meant to be did at a point in time, and then you still gotta question some things like, should I do it or not? Because sometimes we do these readings, especially for me, because a lot of time I read my energy and I'm guided to address things. So sometimes, we do these things, and I do these things to vent and express myself. And I don't never want to come off, too harsh, even though I want to get my point across, because I'm not the one to fuck around and find out with. But it's at the same time, I'm a very divine, loving being. And the last thing I want to present is that I'm a loose screw or a loose end. Like I don't have myself together, and I'm very much doing them in my awareness. And it's about maturity. Even though I'm grown, it's grown people that, we don't have a sense of maturity because we lack the knowledge or the know-how, or we're so embedded in our trauma, hurt, and pain that we're reckless with how we go about our seconds, right? Better yet, our minutes, our hours, day to day. And that's why a lot of us end up in places or doing things or saying things that we can't come back from, right? Because it's things that we do. Once you do them, that's it. Once you see them, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Then I have to be mindful, and although I want to check some people and address some people, it's like I'm better than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm better than that. I'm better than those situations and whatever anybody I noticed when the divine show me people like getting karma or whatever. Because I know why, because I know they're targeting me no matter what they hide behind masks, religion, money, whatever. That they show me who's been targeting me and what kind of karma they get behind it. Um, and a lot of people wear a lot of masks, and it's like, sometimes it's the way I may have delivered that, whether I need to or not, because that's what I don't want to be like them, because I'm never the type of person to feel like I have to go far beyond to defend myself, because God already defended me. My ancestors already defended me. That's why people are in the situations and getting the karma that they're getting, and I don't have to say nothing. I don't have to address it because they're getting their asses handed to them, literally. Whether they accept it, they blame it on something else or not. Um, I know what it is because I'm a seer, and just because I see it don't mean I have to necessarily personally address it in a point of where people will know who I'm talking about. So because anything I want to speak on, I don't want to never feel like I'm ever personally like directing anything, because I don't do that. Like when I be speaking, I speak as a whole. I'm never trying to personally direct any type of message or any towards anybody in particular, because people know who they are. Even though I know who's who and what doing what, I don't never want to like social media, like unless it's like really, really, like I'm gonna speak on my family and stuff. I'm talking about people I don't know. Because although I see these things, I still have to always question my intuition, and even though when I get clarity or confirmation, I don't mean I have to address it, because people know who they are. They know why they're going through whatever they're going through, or whatever happened to them happened. They know. It's a lot of people that's envious and jealous of me and want to destiny swap with me and don't want to see me succeed or feel like I'm taking the spotlight and shit from them. And I'm just being me in my own lane. And that's why I say it's sad. It's 8 billion words might not be. It's billions of people in this world. Okay? Enough eyes, set of eyes for everybody to be seen. You know what I'm saying? So why do people act like it's such a big deal if they're not the only one that's in the spotlight or getting attention? Like, I can't take spotlight from nobody because people are in their own lane. You're in your own lane, I'm in my own lane. All right? And we don't rock the same. If it seems like I'm going to become successful for what I do and you intimidated by it, that's not a me problem, that's a you problem. If you feel like you've been doing this, for one thing, I know for a fact that I'm older than a lot of some of these people out there, and some of them older than me. But I know I'm older than, so I'm a lot more experienced. You know, that matters. Your life, how long you've been here, especially when you've been through hardship ever since everybody have different stories, but it's like I'm a lot more experienced in life, with life experiences than others. And although I might not seem like I have a lot materially to a lot of people out there that got it, I'm not hiding behind that and wear no mask. All right? Because, a lot of people put on this glitz and glamour and hide behind this money and all this other stuff, and religion or whatever, or spirituality or whatever, and they'll doll all up and glitz and glamour all up and seem like they all got it all together, but deep down inside they evil as fuck and cold hearted and got envy and hate and jealousy, but smile you on candid camera. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't buy my heart. You can't buy my divinity. You definitely can't destiny swap with me to receive it, because I put in the work energetically for it. And if you want that type of recognition soulfully, you have to earn it through by the divine essence of God. I don't have the protection that I have. I'm wealthy soulfully, energetically. I am wealthy, and it's nothing to do with what I materially have, because I'm always kept. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the work I've done on myself, and I continue to do lifetime after lifetime. And all of us, anybody can have that for their own soul journey. And it's like, again, I can't take the spotlight from nobody. Nobody can't take it from me. Why are we so worried about that? Why? I can't take your money and you can't take mine. I can't give you your money and we can share. If I had or whatever, we work together on some other stuff like that. Like, yeah, people can take from you and give you, but I'm just saying, whatever if I'm not in association with you personally, it's nothing that I'm doing. And if anything, if I'm around you, I'm gonna be there to hopefully help add to the situation. Definitely not take from you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just sad. It's sad because so many people so caught up in the symmetries of foolery, of being lost in their own illmatic thoughts, so they don't see how broad and vast not just this world is, but this universe, the multiverse, to where it's enough room for everybody. Like, and what's the big deal? I'm not out here trying to be famous. This is my story. I'm really authentically being me, and I tell you, I do this for me. This is to inspire me to keep going in my life. This is therapy for me. When I show up and I do these recordings and I post these videos, I do this for me. I don't do it for the clicks and the likes, because if that's the case, I would have been stopped a long time ago. I don't get a lot of likes now. I don't get a lot of views. And I sure don't got a lot of followers and subscribers. I still get 1 or 2 views every now and then on YouTube. After being up there almost 5 years, I only got 88. Literally just got 88 subscribers. I don't even have 2,500 followers on TikTok. And the most likes that I've gotten, I think, is, don't let me go line, 20 something, maybe. The most views that I got, I think, on one video is over 1,000, maybe more, but it was like a little short video, and that's probably a handful of videos, and you know, and I have tons of videos of major creativity of me showing up consistently for years. I don't get a lot of support. I don't give it my welfare, my company. Nobody don't buy anything from me. Nobody has one person support me. But like I say, everybody that has supported me, Spirit and God has told me it's been something to do with spell work and energy harvesting or some bullshit. It's been some negative reason why they supported me. You want to wear my essence or hex and Destiny Swapper hex me up. Never been genuine for real. Nobody's genuinely supported me. They can act like it, but I know better. I know you can't fool me. No. I'm truly divine. I'm tapped in. And plus, and even if so, I appreciate anybody that support me. Anybody who has supported me, I appreciate it. But just because people support me don't mean I have to become their friends. And they have their life and I have mine. And I'm very peculiar about who I let in my energy. I have a family. I have a relationship. 10 years. I have children. I have a daughter. I'm not, no disrespect to single women, but can't nobody that's single and ain't been through something, at least as long as me, or longer than me, and can't give me advice to help me be a better woman or a better wife or anything like that. It's nothing you can, and you haven't been on this plane longer than me or been through as much as I have or whatever. I mean, we can all learn from each other, but it's nothing like, what I'm saying. I can't go out and do the things you do. We're not on the same level like that. So I'm very, unless it's business for real, on a serious note, like as far as me having personal friends, no, I don't have it. I don't have any friends. No, I'm okay with that. All right? I don't have any associates. When I say I don't talk on the phone to nobody, I don't conversate with no one. I used to talk to my grandma, my daddy, mom every now and then. I don't talk to her. I don't cut all my family out. I don't talk to my sister. I don't talk to my daughter anymore. I don't talk to anybody. I don't talk to his mother anymore. Because everybody done fucked me over and did me wrong. But yet they'll act like it's me. You know? But again, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Because it gives me more time to focus on me and protect my energy. And honestly, because I've stopped talking to people and I've cut people off, I've noticed me having more of my energy back and being able to be more creative and more protected because I don't have people pulling and tugging on me anymore. And I refuse to. But yeah, it's been a pleasure to get up here and work out, chit chat, and always just show up. Always show up for you. Um, and I hope that every time I do get up here, whatever I chit chat about, whether it's a channel message or inspiration or just me speaking, just, using my voice. I hope it's always to inspire others as I'm inspiring myself. Because realistically, I'm talking to me. But I know I'm recording because other people also can hear it too. But I'm talking to me. But I'm voicing me to me because I know other ears are going to be perceiving this. And I hope that the things I do the things I do for me, that I am an inspiration to others, and that a lot of you out there, 44:55 on the clock, learn to heal your heart and whatever envy or intimidation or hate or dislike you got towards me. I'm not your problem, and I know some of you know that. You have no reason not to like me because more than anything, I want to inspire you to love yourself. And another thing I was getting, y'all, was like with the beauty magic. I do want to speak on this, like, because I was like, well, I remember at one point in time saying that I don't care if I got bumps on my face and da da da. I do care. I care about my beauty. I care about my looks. I care. But what I won't do, confirmation work, is allow these things to make me not love myself, is what I want to say. Because Spirit said when you were saying you don't care about your face breaking out and whatever, you don't care how I did, then, I basically spoke that on myself. And I do care how I do care how I look. I do care that my skin be flawless and my teeth be fine, and that I have the things I need to approach, come better in my appearance, and stuff like that. I care about how I look. I care about my appearance. I care that my face is not looking like bump bumpalitis, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm unhealthy, and I'm very well. I am. It's just beauty magic. I care, and I should have never said I don't care because I do care. But I will not allow the attacks cause me not to love myself. Like I say, beauty lies more than skin deep. So I do want to reframe that. So my face will start clearing up because I've been speaking that I don't care, and that if I get a million bucks, but yeah, I do care. I do care. I don't want a million bucks. I don't want any bucks. I want my face to clear up and be flawless. I want my teeth either be generate or be able to find the means or the right dentist to be able to get them fixed. That I finally hit the lottery or something so I can go get it fixed. But get them fixed and taken care of the right way, because they was even telling me that's how I know it's spell work too, because the dentist told me like when your teeth are deteriorating, that it's odd, it's rare, like very it's not really heard of, like it's very rare, like a lot of people don't lose their teeth right there like that, and for your fangs, like it was like it's like a rare thing, you know. And it was like it's don't really happen in those places like that. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I know. I say it's spell work. And she was Spanish. She was like, hmm. And she was like, makes sense. Because that's what she said, makes sense. I'm like, yeah. And she was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, don't be. It's evil people in this world. That was jealous because I had a beautiful smile. Because people used to always ask me, did I wear braces? You know, they've been talking to my teeth for a long time because I've already had dental work right across here. You see what I'm saying? So it's just being able to afford it. She was like, but in the places where I have them, where they are, she say it's like very rare. Like a lot of people usually teeth don't go bad like that in those areas. But when I told her what it was, she understood and she apologized. I'm like, yeah, it's life, but I do care. I care about how I look, and I'm gonna start taking even better care of myself. And you know, and speaking that I want my face to be clear, and I don't want any breakouts, and I'm beautiful inside and out. I am. I'm beautiful. I'm drop dead gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? Um, I love myself. I love my beauty, um, within and without. And I would never speak in that way again about it doesn't matter. So what? Yes, it does matter. It matters. Even though I can look at myself in the mirror and I still see the beauty in me, because when I look at my eyes, and it's like my eyes to me are mesmerizing, like it's the window to the soul, right? And I can see my soul shining so brightly through my eyes. So it's like, uh, And sometimes, y'all, I can be looking at my eyes and my irises will look red. Like, even now, y'all see how it looks red? Like, my eyes, it kind of got like a red. Maybe if I come in closer, they brown, but it's like my eyes, the window to the souls. It's like something about my eyes. And I used to get a lot of compliments on my eyes. They used to be really white. And I remember when I was a little girl, I'm just talking, y'all, because I ain't got nothing to do. And I'm up and I'm not really sleepy, so I'm here. I remember when I was a little girl, one of my aunts, my mama's baby sister, she used to call me Poppy. And she used to always say that because, you know, my eyes was like really big and I had to grow into my eyes when I was little. And she used to call me Poppy all the time. Poppy, Poppy. Every time we go around there, she used to make me cry because I used to be a big crybaby when I was a little girl. I used to cry about everything. He looked at me wrong, I cried. And then I turned them tears into toughness. And if I cry today, I gotta be really, really, really like I'm crying happy tears. I gotta be really, really hurt. Or I cry for other people. Um, I cry for the world. Um, I do because I really want everybody to be good. I don't have hate in my heart for nobody, even those I know out there trying to hurt me. I don't hate them. I generally have love for everybody, and I don't have to like their actions. I don't hate. I don't like what they do. I don't envy anybody. I keep saying that. I don't have these type of demons and entities attached to me. Um, I don't have jealousy. Now I might have some insecurities, but those that I don't let those still dictate who I am. I grow to love me either way. Um, and I don't have jealousy, envy, hate, um, none of those things. You know what I'm saying? I just not built like that. I never really have been like that, you know? And I question, like, you can't say because people like they are because what they've been through, because if that's the case, I would be like, eh, I would be real fucked up. It's a lot of people that have been through. If they don't went through what I went through, they wouldn't survive. They wouldn't be here today. They wouldn't be able to survive it. I know, cause I done barely survived it. I done been suicidal throughout my life since a teenager. I remember my first suicide attempt was at 15, and I remember that was after my first abortion that they made me get. So, and then, after they took my daughter, that was my my second attempt. And then again, being in an abusive relationship and just not wanting to live because everything I was going through at one point in time, and you know, converting to drugs and alcohol, you know, those years after they took my daughter, um, I went down a dark road. Um, I say really hard for like 3.5, 4 years, and then it was like on and off, all the way up to I had my baby girl, who was 10 now, and then after her though, after she was born, it was more me coming off the cigarettes, which I did that in 2016. Was the last time I smoked a cigarette, and I stopped drinking in 2019 permanently. Whatever the year that I took, I sent my daughter to. It was before COVID. It was before COVID hit. So I think it was 2019 when I stopped drinking, and I hadn't drunk since then. And then I came off painkillers, and that's been around the same time. I guess it was about a year later, or within that year. So that's still been since like 2019, um, since I came off, narcotics for my back condition. So I've been proud of myself, um, and I've been consistent at it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm continuing to show up for me. Um, and just thrive, be a better version of myself every day, and allowing the pressure to create a beautiful diamond of light. It ain't a whole lot more else I want to say because I am getting a little sleepy finally because I'm finally winding down. But, I'm always going to show up for you all and let you all know that I do love you all. I really do. Y'all see they've been tagging my third eye though. Ooh, they've been no. But they ain't doing nothing but opening me up. Like, but anyway, I love you all. Really, truly from my heart. And I send so much healing energy to the world. And I'm gonna keep showing up with my workouts here and there. I might not, just chit chat all the time, but then again, y'all the only people I have to talk to, because I talk to myself. But I know I'm also, like I say, recording this message for others to hear. So I'm gonna get off here. Remember, the pressure do what? Create a beautiful diamond of light. Until next time. Bye now.